Hello and a warm welcome to World This Week by Latest Laws. This is a weekly program, so hit the bell icon to get notifications for new videos. My name is Vasvi Bhatia and let's begin with Supreme Court this week.
Giving emphasis to bail not jail judicial philosophy, the Apex Court on Monday said no person can be indefinitely kept in jail with an open-ended investigation by probe agencies on a conjectural apprehension that activities of an accused could involve a larger conspiracy which may prove detrimental to national security. The Apex Court issued notice to the central government and the Election Commission regarding guidelines on freebies promised by political parties before elections. Calling it a serious issue, the court said that the freebie budget is going beyond the regular budget. It has sought a response from the poll body and the union government in 4 weeks. There are antisocial elements graduating with a degree in law without attending a single class, lamented the Apex Court on Tuesday, as it implored the Bar Council of India to refrain from lowering the standards of entrance exams for law schools. A petition has been filed in the Apex Court on January 25th regarding the postponement of NEET PG exam, which is scheduled to take place on March 12th. The petition has been filed with regard to demands from the postgraduate students that they will be unable to complete the mandatory internship period before the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test 2022. Next, we have the Delhi High Court. A plea has been moved in Delhi High Court seeking direction to declare that the Special Protection Group shall have absolute power of superintendence for the purpose of discharging its functions in view of the provisions of the SPG Act 1988. The plea further seeks direction from the Ministry of Home Affairs to bring in appropriate amendments to the provisions of the SPG Act 1988 in order to ensure that the security of the Prime Minister is ensured at all times. The High Court of Delhi was dealing with a petition filed under Order 11, Rule 2 and 14 of CPC as amended by the Commercial Courts Amendment Act 2018. Read with Section 151 of CPC seeking discovery by interrogatories and production of certain documents from the defendants number 1 and 2. High Court of Delhi was dealing with the petition seeking for a writ of mandamus or any other writ order directing the respondents to allow the petitioner to undergo medical termination of the pregnancy. The Delhi High Court's division bench issued notice to Member Secretary of Delhi State Legal Service Authority on an appeal moved by actor environmentalist Juhi Chawla, challenging the single bench order which had dismissed the lawsuit filed against setting up of 5G wireless towers in the country. Next, we have the Allahabad High Court. The Allahabad High Court, in the case of Rakesh Kumar Shukla vs. State of UP and another, dealing with the matter of Section 506 of the Indian Penal Code, that is, punishment for criminal intimidation, remarked, offence punishable under Section 506 of IPC if committed in Uttar Pradesh is a cognizable offence. Next, we have the Himachal High Court this week. The High Court of Himachal Pradesh was dealing with petitions seeking parole for 90 days. Petitioner has been convicted for offences under Section 302 and 323 of the IPC by the learned additional sessions judge. Criminal appeal by the petitioner against the judgment of conviction has been dismissed by this court. Next, we have the Madras High Court. The Advocate Information and Management System is a project facility for dissemination of citizen-centric service and has been implemented at the principal seat of Madras High Court with effect from November 15, 2021, to facilitate advocates in mapping their mobile numbers with legal cases based on their respective enrollment number and appearance of cases. Next, we have the Gujarat High Court. The Gujarat High Court, in the case of Suo Motu vs. Samna Bhrashtachar Ka newspaper and others, stated that the language of the court is English and that the party cannot insist on addressing the court in any other language. The bench remarked, Article 348 of the Constitution mandates that the language of the court shall be English. Next, we have the Calcutta High Court. The Calcutta High Court recently declined a plea to initiate suo motu proceedings against Advocate General S.N. Mukherjee for purposely misleading the court by making an incorrect advertisement that a bill passed in the West Bengal Assembly to bifurcate Howrah Municipal Corporation and Bali Municipal had received the assent of the Governor of West Bengal. Next, we have miscellaneous news. A Mumbai court discharged Shilpa Shetty, who had been accused of obscenity and indecency in an incident where co-accused Richard Gere had publicly kissed her. The incident happened during a promotional event in Rajasthan in 2007. A total of 3 cases were filed in 2007 in Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh against Shilpa for publicly kissing the Hollywood star and AIDS awareness campaigner. The NCLAT principal bench in the case of Vishesh Services Limited versus SV Ramani held that a successful bidder cannot shun the contractual obligations and withdraw the bid after payment of the earnest money deposit and seek a refund of the amount on the ground that the offer made by the bidder was a conditional offer. The Election Commission of India today held a review meeting with the Secretary, Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India through virtual mode. The Commission also held virtual meetings with Chief Secretaries, Chief Electoral Officers and Health Secretaries of Goa, Manipur, Punjab, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh. Next we have international news. Pakistan appointed its first female top court judge on Monday after a nomination process that proved unusually contentious. Justice Aisha Malik, 55, has been selected by a commission that decides on the promotion of judges. As is typical for Supreme Court judges, she was sworn in on live TV with her oath administered by Chief Justice Gulzar Ahmad. The World Trade Organization authorized China to impose retaliatory tariffs worth $645 million on imports from the US in a decade-old dispute over Chinese subsidiaries to promote exports of products such as solar panels and steel pipes. Thank you and have a nice day. For more information, check the description box, and to get weekly updates, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.